Hello children, good morning and welcome back to your science class. In the last class we have discussed about wool, its processing and uses. Today we will learn another animal fiber, that is silk. I think that you all have seen silk. It is very soft, fine thread or fabric, and because of its lustrous look it is regarded as queen of all fiber or fabric. Do you know children, the silk that we are having available in the market, or the fabric that we are using, silk fabric, from where it comes? Definitely it comes from silkworm. Clear? Silkworm is the larva of silk moth. It means that the entire journey of the silk fiber starts from the life cycle of silk moth. So today our main focus will be on the life cycle of silk moth. So we will start about the life cycle of silk moth. So please try to understand. Clear? So this is a silk that fiber that will come after weaving process. It will convert into silk fabric. This silk fabric is called the queen of all fabrics. Why? Because already I have explained to you, because of its highly lustrous look. It looks very beautiful, very good looking fabric, and that is the reason it is also called queen of fabric. So right now I have explained the queen of fiber. Its journey starts from silk moth. So today we will try to understand. So the life cycle of silk moth. Silk moth. Actually, silk moth, there are 4 stages are there in the life cycle of silk moth. 4 stages are there. The first stage is eggs giving stage. The second stage is caterpillar stage, also called larval stage. The third stage you can see that pupa stage. The fourth stage, that is moth stage. Clear? So we will start one by one. Step number 1. What happens during step number 1? You have to know. Actually, during step number 1, a female silkworm lays more than 100 of eggs at a time. Clear? So during step number 1, you can understand in this way that during first step it lays eggs. First step. Then after these eggs laid by this silkworm hatches, and when it hatches it turns into caterpillar. So eggs are, after hatching process, you can understand in this way. After hatching process it turns into caterpillar. Clear? The caterpillars that emerge out after hatching process of the egg start feeding on the mulberry leaves. Actually, mulberry leaves are only the food for such type of silkworm. Clear? So they will start eating the food on mulberry leaves. So they will feed. They start feeding on mulberry leaves. Clear? They will continue eating. The process of eating will continue till 4 to 6 weeks. Clear? In this time their body size will increase, they become bigger one, and then after they enter, when the caterpillars are ready to enter to the third stage of the life cycle, that is pupal stage, they stop feeding mulberry leaves, and at the same time their salivary gland start releasing one very sticky liquid, and that is called fibroin. So third stage of life is pupal stage. And during this pupal stage they stop feeding mulberry leaf. Clear? during this stage, when they stop feeding mulberry leaves, the fibroin that comes out from their mouth, when exposed to the atmosphere, becomes hardened and turn into long thread. Then after this thread, just try to enclose the body of moth inside it. Clear? It means that the insect is inside and outside the body of insect. This fibroin thread is start enclosing that insect, and when it is completely enclosed, then it is called cocoon. This the time taken by this process, that is nearby 1 week to form a cocoon. So and when entire conversion means entire cocoon formation is there, then the stage comes that is called pupal stage. Clear? And after that, during this pupal stage, the insect which are still there, so it's growing process. There will be growth of insect inside the pupal stage also, and when it become fully grown, then after it will cut the cocoon, and then after it will fly out. In this way, it damages the cocoon. Clear? So after pupal stage, we can understand in this way. After pupal stage, again it will convert into moth. Means it will from pupal stage, the moth will cut that cocoon, and then have to fly out from that cocoon. So in this way we can write pupal stage, cocoon formation. Cocoon formation, and then after the moth which is inside will cut the cocoon and fly out. So in this way, children, you have seen that the thread, that is cocoon, is cut by this moth and damage the cocoon. Clear? So that thread is remain of no use. Clear? That's why we are doing another process, so that the thread or the cocoon thread we can be utilized for the silk making process. Clear? So that process that we use means that we are utilizing, that is called sericulture. Clear? Okay children, come to see sericulture process. What is sericulture process? The process of rearing and management of silkworm for large silk production. So this is very important for those who are engaged in silk industries. There are so many steps are there, and that step their children will learn. Just to see, the first step, the healthiest moths are selected for the breeding. Already I have explained to you that female worms are lay a large number of eggs at a time. Actually, such eggs need a special care, proper temperature and humidity. After this, the hatching of egg takes place, and when the hatching of egg takes place, the caterpillars emerge out. So come to discuss second step. Once the hatch, the larvae are kept in a bamboo tree with a large quantity of mulberry leaves. After hatching, the caterpillars that comes out, we are shifting the caterpillars on bamboo trays, and there we are giving a lot of chopped mulberry leaves for their feeding. They are eating that mulberry leaves, and in the meantime their body size or growth will be there in their body. Clear? They will continue this process. After, in the step number 3, you can see after 25 to 30 days, the racks of twigs are placed in the tray for the worms to attach and spin cocoon. Then after, during the step number 3, racks of twigs are placed in the same bamboo tray. Then after, they will start making cocoon. They will start releasing the fibroin liquid and start making cocoon. Clear? So when the cocoon formation is completed, then after the next one, the cocoons are dipped in boiling water. Do you know why we are keeping in the boiling water? Actually, when we are keeping in boiling water, steam and dried in oven, then after the silk fiber get separated. Already I have explained to you that the fibroin fiber is very hard when exposed to that air. So to make it soft, we are dipping in this boiling water, steam and oven, and then after the silk fiber gets separated. Clear? So after this process, we are doing the processing of silk. In processing of silk, we have 3 steps. The first is sorting of cocoon. Sorting of cocoon means what? The making separate whatever the cocoons we have, means based on their color, size, shape, and texture, we are separating the cocoons under this sorting of cocoon. After that, the reeling of silk or silk filament is doing. What is this? This is the process of removal of silk thread from the cocoon. This is called reeling of silk. When the reeling of silk is over, then after the silk thus obtained is called raw silk. Clear? And now the silk is, when you touch at this stage, the silk thread is very fine. Clear? Or it is called raw silk. Then after, the third step in processing, that is belling. During this process, the silk fiber obtained after reeling of the silk are just make a small packet. That packets are called balls, weighing 4.5 to 5 kg, and then after they are stored in a bigger part or bigger packet, that is called belling. Clear? And then after it is in the form of belling, it is ready to go to silk factory for further making of silk fabric clothes. Clear? So these all are the most important steps during sericulture process. So dear children, today we have discussed about the life cycle of silk moth and also the sericulture process, all the steps and the processing of silk. So you just try to understand. If you have any doubt, ask to me. Message you can do, and try to revise, try to learn, try to improve yourself. Thank you.